Hello and welcome to the channel. Be sure to share, like, and comment down below. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button for daily videos on news and politics. Text suggests Strzok-Page new outcome of Clinton probe.
We're getting a look at even more of those text messages shared between an FBI agent removed from the Mueller probe and a lawyer at the Bureau. The text suggests they knew in advance that Hillary Clinton would not be charged in that email investigation, even before she was interviewed. In one exchange in 2016, while referencing former Attorney General Loretta Lynch's tarmac meeting with Bill Clinton, Peter Strzok writes, "Timing looks like hell." Lisa Page responds, "Yeah, that is awful timing." And then says, quote, "It's a real profile in courage, since she knows no charges will be brought." Let's bring in Jason Chaffetz, a former congressman and Fox News contributor. I'm sure that fires you up, Congressman.
Well, I got to tell you, I was the former chairman of the Oversight Committee, and nothing is more frustrating than not getting all the documents from the Department of Justice. The key metric here is to make sure that they get 100% of the documents. But as it relates to that exchange, remember, it was Congressman John Ratcliffe in the House Judiciary Committee who asked very specifically of Director Comey, when did he make this decision? And he said it was done after. And I would also want to play back the tape at some point showing the Director Comey, when he went to the press release saying, to the press conference, he was emphatic. Nobody at the Department of Justice and the Attorney General, they didn't know what he was going to say. I mean, that was so misleading, if not an outright lie, based on these text messages.
So, based on those text messages, we all just read them and heard them, and we can draw our own conclusions. But what conclusions are you able to draw from reading those?
Well, I mean, do you believe them at face value? I mean, these are the senior-most people. This is not some rank-and-file, low-level person who's, having an exchange. Remember, this is a guy who's engaging in an affair with another member of the Department of Justice, and they're having a very candid exchange here, indicating that the Attorney General herself knew in advance, before she made her public statement, what the conclusion of this result was. And they had not yet interviewed the main subject of this investigation, Hillary Clinton herself. For the FBI director then to come to Congress, raise his right hand, and swear and testify that they had not come to that conclusion, that needs to be sorted out. That's not... So
does this tell you that those high-ranking officials clearly knew that she was going to be exonerated, say, even before her actual interview took place? And when I ask you that, I would also ask the question, is it maybe typical that high-ranking officials would know the outcome of an investigation beforehand anyway?
Well, look, it's another piece of evidence. It's not the sole piece of evidence, and that's what's so disconcerting here. Because remember, you have the drafting of the memo by Director Comey before some, 16 or so people had even been interviewed. And you heard Trey Gowdy and John Ratcliffe and others who have said repeatedly they have been career prosecutors. They have never, ever seen a case dealt with like this from top to bottom. And that's why a lot of us just don't believe that the Department of Justice was applying justice in a fair, even hand because it was Hillary Clinton.
So does this change anything, though? Does anything change based on what we're learning here? I mean, there's these missing text messages as well between Strzok and Page, and here's what we know about that. Many FBI-provided Samsung 5 mobile devices did not capture or store text messages due to configuration issues related to rollouts, provisioning, and software upgrades that conflicted with the FBI's collection capabilities. The result was that data that should have been automatically collected and retained for long-term storage and retrieval was not collected per a DOJ letter January 19th, 2018.
Why should anybody believe that? I mean, how convenient. And you know what's suspicious as somebody who's actually been through these investigations is that the missing text messages, that the end date of that is the day before Mr. Mueller starts his probe. When you're talking about things that end within hours of other things starting, you really have to raise an eyebrow and say, that's highly suspicious. I think Senator Johnson is asking the right appropriate questions, and we'll see what their answers are.
We shall see where this goes. Congressman Jason Chaffetz, thank you for coming on.
Share, like, subscribe, and comment down below, and give me your opinion on this report. But other than that, I hope you have a great day.